Hello peoples, this is What I Eat in a Day, trying to improve my lifestyle and relationship with food. With no calorie counting. Going off the rails today. And wash wash munch. As always when I have plans later in the day, I did think about skipping breakfast, but I pulled through. You know how you just let yourself be hungry when you're expecting to go out for a meal later? Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea for me. Kind of feels like I'm giving myself validation to binge, but at the same time restricting myself, if that makes any sense at all. So, as I was still hungry after breakfast, I had another pear. And again, it's a fruit. I should not be thinking this hard about having an extra piece of fruit. And I do think I'm getting better at not calorie counting fruit. Kind of feels like a pathetic flex, but it's a good start. And in honor of not counting calories, I had an extra apple as well. Truly, we live life on the edge. Anyways, on to today's plans. We got invited to eat at a family friend's today. And of course, my first response was to decline. Didn't even think about it. Couldn't count the calories, couldn't go. But I gave it some thought, and I realized that if I couldn't go out to have what would probably be a really healthy meal anyway, and missing out spending time with family just because I couldn't count, then what's the point anymore? So for the last few days, all I've been able to think about is this, which again is probably ridiculous, but it is what it is. Small steps. The plan was to just try and listen to my body, which, Now, even I'm not antisocial enough to film myself eating food at other people's houses. So my words and expert storytelling skills will just have to do. Pretty much just ate chicken biryani. But there were these samosa fritter things that we had beforehand. And you know how aunties are. If you're not constantly eating, then they think that you hate their cooking. These things were definitely fried, and that just added to the uncertainty. And I do think that was what was getting to me afterwards. The uncertainty of it all. Wasn't really sure if I overate or underate, so I just didn't know what to do with myself. I think I just needed a rest to calm my nerves, but resting is unproductive, so tanning. Then an extra kiwi because these are going ripe. So later, we went out for a walk with the family and we ended up in a fair. Today was a long day. There were stalls with burgers and chips and everything else, and I wasn't even sure if I was hungry or not. Still just trying to listen to my body and have a good time. So, ice cream. It was genuinely the only thing I wanted, and while I shouldn't restrict myself, I kind of don't want to force myself to have food either. God, this is a tightrope and it's hard to walk. But anyways, once we got home, I tried to honor the rest of the day. And I would attempt to have my dinner without counting as well. Easier said than done, considering I've only bought food with the numbers on. But my genius knows no bounds. Literally just closed my eyes when I was preparing everything. Well, I say prepare, I just got a sandwich and some soup. Trying to work out how hungry I was, how hungry I wasn't, it's all a mess. So I figured I'd have some food, and if I was still hungry later, I'd get more food. Is this what intuitive eating means? Because I'm not sure. So today was, gonna be honest, still not sure if I'm still hungry or not. And I feel like I should just be eating something, maybe? So, while I'm not sure if I am hungry or not, I feel like I should probably eat if I'm still thinking about it that much. So, banana! No idea. Oh well. Yep, I was hungry. This was the right decision. Okay. Alright, bye peoples.